We set the trends in the script.
Absolutely. You are, you have been, you will be under the groove.
Snip this glue, get in the zone, because we got to go do something. So that's what we did. And I'm going to be honest with you, I used to like it. Got people from the east and the west and different places, you know, to come over and groove with us.
Was Hoover grooving some part of Hoover? You know, never met a Hoover groove. Me neither, never in my life. But
a part of what was called the Bonzella Crips.
Hoovers ain't starting no Hoover groove. And we hit that hand moving on you, walking in your house.
Wait, do that again.
Hit that hand moving on you, that messed up your whole party. You are, you have been, you will be under the groove. I came from a serial situation, all right? I was a serial motherfucker. I ain't never been no baller. I ain't never had shit. I got more money now since I became a homeowner than I ever.
You living your best life now.
Yeah, because I wasn't trying to get no money. I just had a motherfucking sickness, man. Me and Woodrat now run around just robbing motherfuckers and robbing.
Time you mentioned Woodrat, which one? Out of Compton?
Woody out of Compton. Yeah, big Woody, man. That's the homie. That's the G. That's Big Ant them homie. He's the one talking about Marcellus and them. That's been my crime partner since we was 12 years old. He's a real nigga. You know, he's original Grandy. He's a real homie. I miss him. Rest in peace. Shout out to old man them too. I be talking to old man. I fuck with them right today. See, when I left the set, I was living in Linwood. I lived on the east side for like 15 years. Okay, so I'm running with Chubby Worthy and that, you know, with all them dudes. Jody over there. I know about the U.S. boys because I fuck with Mike Transman. That's my friend. Okay, I know about the U.S. boys from Compton. You know, Jody from Atlantic Drive and them. Them was my partner. So it is what it is. I just say that so motherfucker understand my Crip repertoire. Right. It goes way back, and I got my Crip tenure from the motherfucking hundreds, from Big O'Neal them. O'Neal Brown's one of my first best Crips I love. Man, him and my brother Boo was like that. I love O'Neal Brown, man. I love him to death like a big brother, man. Black Dog. Black Dog was running around with motherfucking Woodrat, man. If you see his act, you see Woodrat's act. Okay? Was running around with them. His brother, Big Blue Boy, that's a big homie too. Yeah. Grew up with them niggas, man, right in our neighborhood. The skating ring, we all used to go to skating ring. I used to go to skating ring so much. I was clowning my homie Kent. We can't even skate. And we lived in the skating ring, but we never put on skates because that was doing our Krypton. And we was running around there with Crocus Facts and motherfucking house shoes. We was trying to be pretty. Crippin', man. We watching Tookie and them, man, in amazement. Watching them.
Hey, Dooley, what was the exact year that they shut the Rosecrans skating ring down? I remember in 78 when all the shotguns. I think about the
70-something.
I remember in 78. That was the last time I was there. All the shotguns was wearing black and blue. They was wearing the black and blue Pumas and and their colors was black and blue at that time.
Knickknacks and rollers and shit then. Yeah, but that's about when they took it over. You know, they had to stop the skating ring because all the violence. That was Crip Central for the freaking West Side. Everybody used to be over there. Tookie now, man, Jamel, everybody used to be right there. Okay, that's what they did to me. I heard what Pooh said on what you call. I don't be on social media, so I don't know that. But I tell you what, that is my big homie. I respect Pooh and them. They didn't start the shotgun. Who started the shotgun was us. It was the niggas that lived in Gordon. We start that on our own, man. And we didn't start that to do no fucking set trick. Right. We start that because we wanted to have our own neighborhood. Snoop Dogg in person when Doggy Style was out. We go to the radio station. That nigga standing there with the same shit he had on the show. Me and Red and somebody else from Hoover, we approach him. Before we get to him, the nigga from A-Trade, Red say, "Who's this Doberman picture looking motherfucker?" Before I could answer him, Snoop Dogg approached us. I said, "I'm Snoop Dogg from 20, cuz." Every time I see that nigga, I still remember that same nigga from doing that. Now, my little homie Spark is also the nigga the Dog Pound used to be in his garage. He bought Snoop Dogg to me personally and introduced him to me. No, I'm speaking of my little homie Spark.
Oh, Spark. All right.
Snoop's homie. Last time I saw Snoop, we was at Brotherhood Crusades doing a interview, and Tupac was living right before he got killed. And Suge Knight and them was doing all the talking and shit. Right? I was in the corner with Snoop Dogg talking to him because my homie just got a fair case. So I didn't even get to hear the interview. So I'm talking to Snoop, telling him, my homie that introduced me to him, was federally fucked right now. So he gave me his number to get to him, which is what I did. I never even called him. I gave the number to my little homie so he can get help. You know, so a lot of cats out here, man. A lot of my homies is gone. Shit. You know, a lot of y'all's is gone.
Yeah.
But you know,
I mean, I see a disdain, man, and it's understandable. You know,
lost motherfuckers.
You made a comment about OGs. I approach all my OGs as OG.
Right, respectfully.
That's how that's what I was taught.
Right.
Now, we don't get that, you know, and I don't consider myself an OG. You know what I mean? On that level, you feel me? I'm under you guys. There's disdain now for this. What you said is cripping, no matter where they from. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of BS going on, man. You've seen it. Everybody's seen it. How we go about fixing that? Is there such a thing as fixing
like
that?
I was telling TS earlier, seems like from the 30 years that I've been out here, fucking with them since Tony Bogart and them had Hands Across Watts. I was on the board of Hands Across Watts. I ain't even from fucking Watts. I was just from that because I know Tony Bogart. Okay? When he got done, I saw his demise. He's coming there and turning over tables and shit. Can't operate when you're dealing with motherfuckers like that. He scared all the motherfucking dignitaries away when he did that. Okay? And it's a tragedy how he went. When you get killed by your own homie, that's the worst way to go.
Yeah.
Okay? What we need to do nowadays now.
Wow.
Everybody, it seems to me like nothing has changed. We've been doing the same shit for 30 years.
Yeah.
Nothing changed. Until we bring some actual shooters to these tables, we're in trouble. I lost 6 nephews out here, man. The police ain't called us one. Then nobody goes there. Okay? My family's shattered. It's broke. All right, my sister up and moved to Texas. They fuck that. They didn't kill 2 or 3 sons. Okay? Part of the problem is we don't have enough police presence out here in these areas. Well, my nephew and them got gunned down on Central 11 times on Century and Van Ness. Got shot 11 times in broad daylight. There's only 2 patrols patrolling the area. That's the problem we got in this out here, period. Another problem we have is when I was in San Diego back in 70-something, when they had the CETA program, they shot me to a program. They shot us to a program out there. I never will forget, they taught us about subliminal messages, about manipulation and subliminal messaging. Subliminal messaging is our biggest problem.
Yeah.
They showed me then, if you see a hamburger 20 times, guess what? You want a hamburger. That's what's happening with us. That's what's happening with us. I got respect for the rappers and shit. They're the richest motherfuckers ever came out. But,
however,
you're banging from on the, what you call them, they can't last 2 seconds on the block. Okay, so my thing is this. Ice Cube them ain't got the motherfucking right to make money off flipping like they did. Every time I hear that shit, yeah, I think Henry Clay, that is some West Side shit. I like that West Side Connection shit. That shit is Crip shit. You want to know about the West Side? That's that shit. But my point is, them niggas love gang bang, man. You know, are they looking out for Pan them? Are they looking out for Low Down them that's dodging fucking bullets? To this day, I know Low them. They come to my house. Pan too. Them was young homies. They dodging bullets right now. So I wonder, when you say those dudes got a right for that, do they really? What about Big Old Nail and them, man, that's over there, that been over there since beginning? Them niggas is one started that shit over there. Okay? So again, my answer to that is the reason why I tell all the homies, Hall Ray and them, that I know they got BAs and shit, and Spark them, put y'all motherfucking brains together. TS too. You niggas got beautiful minds. Everybody got BAs and shit. If we could connect the entertainment industry with everybody that's forking off Crippin' and Blood do, if we can make them play 0.5% of their
Don't divide. Don't divide.
0.5%. Okay? We'd be all right to help pay for some of these films and shit. Because I'm going to tell you something, gangbanging ain't going nowhere. Crippin' and Blood is the longest running gangs that they've been so far. All the other shit, the businessman, all that shit. You hear about that shit? Every now and then. This shit has been long going running. This is the monster that even when you cut the head off, guess what? Another head comes. So when I hear the feds talking about, oh yeah, we arrested 200 niggas, it's a joke. It's 200 motherfuckers gonna step up immediately. Like I say, like I was telling you on TS, now it's time for Taco now, which is a good motto. It's the payback. It's a good motto. They got control of their homie. Yeah. My homie Ricky Reed up there in the schoolyards. I know them too. The Bible Crips. I lived in their neighborhood. I lived in the schoolyards. Ricky Reed, I watched him. I walked the track with him. He owns 10 or 11 motherfucking group homes down. It's time for dudes like that. And he employs his whole neighborhood. So it's time for guys like Taco now to get off the motherfucking block here and start running for these spots themselves.
These seats.
It's time for him to run for some seats. If Donald Trump can run and he's got cases right now, what the fuck? We can run too. Taco them is intelligent enough to do that. So that's what I say for the homies. Think about that. Putting some Crips and Bloods on the ticket. Okay? Because they already did crimes. All these motherfuckers you see on TV, they get in and doing crimes. I'm sitting over there with Danny Bakewell and them, all right, with that little blood thing they had over there, right? Which is, and I say blood thing with respect. Because I went to them one day, I said, hey, my little homie Malik, right, is a videographer from Great. And before I get out of here, my cousin Marlon, the pastor Marlon, I watched them, I watched Ice Mike and them niggas, man. Ice Mike come up again. My pimp homie, my best friend. Yeah, my best friend at the pimp. Ice Mike now come and do all his funerals and shit. Okay? So I got connection with them too. But I watched them do that shit 20-some years, man. You know, we got something has to give. Nothing's changed. So again, if we could think of a way to connect commercially, what they're doing it commercially, just give them a fraction of that money's back. Somebody needs to get sued. Can't keep saying crippling blood is bad and then everybody make money off of it. Right. Everybody but us. And those artists can't last 2 motherfucking street. So we got to make that out of an asset. Those minds out there, we got to bridge that.
Hey, excuse me, Dooley. Hey, Rock, let me bring Rock in. What you think is some of the solutions to these problems with this gangbanging stuff out here, man? What you think is some of the solutions that can resolve this stuff, man?
Really, I think the solution is getting to these young dudes' minds, man. You know, they're pretty much trying to send them in the right direction. Because right now they're going in the wrong direction right now. You know, ain't nobody trying to sit them down and talk to them about nothing. They just let them just run wild. You know what I mean? Like I say, as when I was coming up, a lot of certain homies used to come by and see me and would say certain things to me. Man, you shouldn't be doing it. Don't do this, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of that was what they need now today. Right. They need somebody to talk to them, man. Look, man, check this out, man. You don't want to end up where I've been before. You don't want to
jump in there, right? That what you just said, I think is key.
Yeah,
that's one of the main issues, man. And for most of these youngsters in most of these communities, the G's don't speak to.
Yeah, they don't speak to me. They need to speak to
them because they scared of them.
Yeah,
they push them back because how you gonna go talk to a motherfucker that's not gonna respect you?
Offended based on how they getting down, you know.
How you gonna what you call it? And they judge by if you ain't got no card, nothing. If you ain't the guy on the block, then you ain't nothing. So how you gonna talk?
I mean, for you being a G, you should be able to have some kind of input with these dudes,
right?
Because I know you out there still hanging with them. You out there doing whatever with them. If you involved like that,
right?
So you should be able to talk to these dudes, man.
But even if you're not,
well, I'm gonna tell you something about power.
Don't hang out.
Power, man.
Yeah, a lot of them don't, but some of them still do.
Power can be bought with money. Okay,
right.
You can buy that. Okay, that's why you see the dude that's balling on the set. All of a sudden, he's the big guy. But then when he ain't got no money, he ain't shit. The reason why they don't approach kids is because, like I say, most of them how you gonna approach them. That's time. There's a lot of cats time bombing out here. The ones that will listen, we already see that. We've been doing that. I say with kids, go back to the elementary. Go before they even get banging. Uncle and niggas is gang banging already. It's really in vain. You can't really tell a man what to do once he becomes a man. You got to make it, got to push his own head. Like I say, they'll learn. The ones that's out here set tripping, you're learning today. When you get through with this set trip bullshit, I'll give you 2 or 3 years when they crack you and your career's over. Yeah. You ain't even hear from the homeboys unless you really with somebody. You're done.
But I want to say, like a lot of these youngsters now, they don't listen to no OGs.
Exactly.
Man. They don't.
But why do you think that is? That's the point I'm trying to get to. I think though,
because the niggas is telling them something is bullshit too. Because some of them is on the street.
Yeah.
Because some of the OGs is on the block.
Like you said, though, Dooley, you know, some of them grown. You ain't tell no grown man.
Right. Exactly.
But when you see them, don't walk by them or ignore them like they're not there. You know what I'm saying? Because some of them are looking for that address, guidance, that recognition.
Right.
You understand? That
some of them do want guidance.
So when you walk by them, and you know, it's as if you disregard them.
Right.
So now there's this thing building up in them.
That's true. Very true.
Right.
Damn, you know? Exactly. And so now this wall is up. Exactly. Right. You know, and this is part of the problem. I think some of the problem, not all of it, but it's some of it, and we need to start addressing that. You know?
Yeah, we do. And then a lot of problem is some of these dudes that don't know where they came from. Don't know where they came from. How you gonna tell a story when somebody's telling you a third point story? If you ain't out the 70s and 80s, you really don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You really don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Somebody told you, oh, so told me it was like that. But hey, I'm not telling you what somebody told me. This is what I seen. This is what I lived. Experience. Okay. And a lot of that is some dudes will listen to some won't. That's true. And for the most part, man, if you ain't got the tools,
we want to reach the ones that we can.
That will. And yeah, we shouldn't walk by them like that. We should.
Reach the ones
and we do want to talk to them like my homie Joint was just saying. That's another thing I want to say. I apologize to the young homies out there that don't know me, because that is my fault too. Like I was telling Joint, that's my fault. That's their fault. And our fault. Please. That's our fault for not coming down being active with them.
Solid shit.
That's our fault too. So I want to apologize to them too. When you do see me, I'm approachable.
Yeah.
You know. I got little homies out there. I've been knowing their mamas and daddies and shit. And they out there now. So I'm not gonna be out there with them. I lost my own goddamn son. My son killed himself out there fucking with the hood. Not listen to me. And I tell them, hey, leave that alone. Another problem we got, we don't know what happened with them. But I will say jealousy is prevalent in the hood.
I know what you mean. Though.
It's prevalent. That's been going on forever. If you get a car or something, you get a new car, something, they're gonna kill you. Big Dooley got a new car, let's kill it. That shit has to stop. It's materialism, it's bullshit, it's going nowhere.
There's one set that says you can't be one of them until you
exactly.
Kill one of them.
And
I
when we
like,
did have order, we had
they live by that.
And I'm like, for real?
And I'll tell you this too. The big difference is right. We had order back in the 70s. Like I said, we knew who was in charge. Yeah. We can just go around and do a drive-by and come back. Somebody gonna whoop our ass when we come back. We have to go talk to Boot and Bear.
I just told a story yesterday where I knew when they come and told us, slow down, you're making it hot.
Right.
We slow the fuck down. We got
to get away. The difference in us and them.
Otherwise, we're going to get our ass.
Yeah, we're going to ask what. The difference in us and now, like one of my little homies posed to me. He said, yeah, Dooley, y'all start the neighborhood, but look what we got it now. I tell you where you got it now. When I came up, we used to go, like I said, from Long Beach to the motherfucking downtown on the bus. Most thing we going to do is have to fight, man. We might have to get our ass whipped. Now you can't leave the fucking block. They can barely leave the block now. That's how bad it's got. And that's very sad.
But not only that, and I grew up in the 70s, I remember, man, the set, black folks own their homes.
Exactly.
The businesses were owned by black folks.
Not no more.
The kids that inherit these homes from their parents who
losing them,
then sold them off, smoked them off, or whatever the case may be. But don't nobody own shit over there.
And that's another problem we got with the election coming up. See, everybody don't want to do politics, but you think about it, when they bust people in from Texas to bring them downtown, they walking over motherfuckers in Skid Row. Okay, so we got a bigger problem than trying to talk to a bunch of 20-some-year-olds that don't want to bang. I mean, that's your choice. If you choose that, understand it's about banging. What I tell them, that's a hard road to go down. Okay, if you want to wind up with 80% going to jail or getting killed, then go ahead. That's your choice, because the banging now is like the NBA. It's only one of the zillion that's gonna succeed.
That's gonna make it. Yeah.
Okay, so if you want to make that choice, then go on and make it. But we do need to do more. We got to communicate with them. We can't just say fuck them.
That's what I was.
We can't say fuck them. No, because them is our kids, man. When it comes to the home ownership, yeah, you're right. We're being gentrification right now. Yeah, it's going on right now because the homies won't tell nobody, hey, man, I'm in foreclosure. They scared to say something. Before you know it, they're not letting nobody come in. The only people that they letting come in now is Mexicans and whites. It's unfortunate. They're giving all this money away, but we're not getting that. Okay, it's very sad. You don't even see that many black people on the city workers crew.
No, I don't know.
No. Yeah. Okay, so we got to think about that, man. When the voting comes, we got to think about that. LA's gone to what you call it. Where I live, when I step out the house, guess what? It ain't nothing look like Tijuana. And I've been there 24 years, and I've never seen a black person even come look at another house. So what that tells me is this: that's the banking system. We still fighting the same war that Martin Luther King was fighting financially. They ain't giving us shit.
Old rules from the 50s and 60s.
Yeah, and yeah, like we might be at our roads end, but we got kids, we got grandkids. I want to see them. I want to see some of the other generation get that.
Yeah, get that.
Otherwise, if we continue to be subservient, then guess what? We just modern day slaves.
I just saw something the other day, man. Last week, as a matter of fact, they tried to pass a bill where they were giving undocumented workers 100-some thousand just to put down on a house.
It's a slap in our face, man.
Yeah,
it's a slap in our face, man.
That is a slap in the face, man.
It's a slap in our face.
Who thought of that? Whoever thought of that bill need to be voted.
So we got to think about that when the voting
blocks.
That's why we need to vote.
Getting rid of these people.
Yeah, we need to vote. We need to get our own homies in here, and we need to take care of ourselves, like the Panthers said back in the day. Blacks need to be self-sufficient. We lost that, man. We lost a whole lot. When I grew up in Gardena, the whole road was full of black businesses, man. That ain't so no more. And I'll tell you something else. We got to go buy marijuana from the Asians and shit. Come on, man. Every set out here should be boycott dispensaries. Until they make it affordable for us, we should not have to go and buy weed from another race, from people, period. They need to bring the weed game back to the block.
They took it out of our hands.
They took it out the block, and look, now we got to go to Asians to get a sack. That's bullshit. We're going to ingratiate somebody else. That's a problem, man. Until we become self-sufficient, we're going to continue to be subservient. We're going to be slaves again, but in a different way. Okay? And they laughing at us, man. The Asians, when you come out there buying all that weed, yeah, man, we'll give you 3 motherfucking grams for 50. Hey, pimping, man, come on. Homies, wake up. We need to bring the weed game back to the street. Until they make it where we can have one and then we can afford one, I wouldn't buy another strain of weed. Hell no. I'll get my shit from the homies around the corner.
You know, that's a hard sale, too. You know, because that's a hard sale.
Yeah, because people on the street is afraid, because they got them afraid to go to them. So we got to humble ourselves. We got to humble ourselves, man. You want somebody to deal with you, you can't be rah. Scare folks off, man. You can't do that. At some point, you got to humble yourself and let a motherfucker come in, man.
We got a task ahead of us, man. I tell you what, it's a whole lot of work, man, that need to be done.
Yeah, it is, man. But I'm proud of what you guys have been doing. The Groove Line, I've been watching it. You know, I like the shit what they're doing over there with Taco now. Anything that's going towards peace is good. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. We don't reach for 2-3 motherfuckers.
What's surprising?
Excuse my expression.
That's all right. What's surprising to me, most young cats don't even understand how peace works.
Right.
Time of peace, you're supposed to build.
Yeah, you got to build.
You're supposed to get your structure.
Exactly.
You're supposed to get your base right.
Exactly, man.
Why you
got to do that, man.
Get your shit right.
Look at all the little homies that have money in the 90s, man. All of them in jail now. Remember the Crips was rich in the 80s and the 90s. Remember the Hoover connection?
Man.
Them niggas was rich, man. I was messing with Ty Mo Haynes, man. That's my friend. He died before I got out of jail to get with him. Ty Mo was my buddy, man.
That's the love one.
That was a good.
Oh, man. Him, the first little homie that got stabbed up there in Quentin, Lewis, I forget, Lewis Montgomery. That was my sidekick in camp. I have to tell you, that was my boy.
Yo, slow drag, man, out of watch.
That was my boy. In Camp Mons, he ran with me. He's a little bitty dude. He ran with me. I protected.
Hey, Dooley, was I in Mons? He was there? I can't remember.
That was my boy. I used to play camp. I used to play with it.
You know that.
He was in Mons with me. You the one told me. You remember your little boy Lewis, when you got out and you came to see me, Shirley, you said, Dooley, Lewis Montgomery got stabbed up there. Remember your little homeboy you was running around with? Lewis Montgomery had the little backer and shit. Hey. We used to play pool up at Camp Mons. Reginald Robinson, Crazy Crip.
Yeah.
Them was my people, man. You know. I know Crips all over. I know Nick from San Diego.
Hey, Bub, another thing, not to get off subject, when you had interviewed me some months ago.
Yeah.
And I was telling you all the different jailhouses I've been into.
Right.
I don't know how I left camp out. I've been to Camp Scott and Camp Mons when I met Dooley. Right. Yeah, I left them out.
I think you had mentioned camp though.
Yeah,
you had mentioned camp a couple of times. You didn't speak.
Calvin Woods man was up there with us. Calvin Woods lived on the floor.
Oh yeah,
K-Dub. You talking about K-Dub?
Mendenhall.
Was over there.
Yep, JC, K-Dub, next door over there at the fire camp in Mendenhall. And during that time, they was running around trying to recruit us to go fight fires, right?
Right.
And I told my mother, you better not sign no papers. I ain't fighting no fire.
Nothing, man. We was having fun cripping up in there, man. We was having fun. Having fun,
yeah, so
they send them somewhere else.
We had a situation, Rock, where when you look at the sets now, you see the deterioration. You know, you see the fabric of the set just unraveling, man.
Right. Yeah.
You know, some sets are still tighter than others. They still got their shit together. But it's just a matter of time before the poison reach. You know what I'm saying? These closed knit sets, man. It's just a matter of time. To avoid that or ward that off, though, these sets, like you were saying, that have their shit together, I think, you know, just my opinion, there's an obligation then to come to other sets, say, man, how can we help?
And show them the program.
How can we help? You know what I'm saying? Let's build this shit up. Let's get it right, man, because we want to save our shit. They got to have that. You got to have that vision to understand. If something ain't done, it's going to reach you too. It's just how that works.
Right.
You know, because you know the ideal is to get us all anyway.
Right.
Ain't nobody gonna be left unscathed.
But like you was asking me, TS, about how was it when us and like the other hoods like start tripping with each other?
Right.
Like I say, like us and the 111s, like we went to school together. I went to school with these. I went to school with Edward and all, and Bam.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bam too.
I went to school and I didn't went to their house. They didn't come to my house, but I went to their house and stuff like that. And when it happened, it kind of like damn, man, is this really gonna happen? Like
talking about when the tribalism came in effect.
Yeah, like this really gonna happen.
What year that happened? What in 70s? What around what? How early your mind go back to recalling that?
I say it happened around maybe like before I went to the pen.
Yeah, the late 70s.
Late
when
70s
tripping really started. I would say about when Cody Gilchrist got killed. That's
because Tony got shot in Gardena.
Right.
Got shot in the face.
Who's Tony?
Tony Effinger.
I don't know. Oh, from 111?
Yeah.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, he got shot right there on Van Ness.
Oh.
And they was like thinking that we had something to do with it, you know. But we ain't had nothing to do with that, man.
Right.
No, we was cool with 111. O'Neal and them used to come down there.
We was cool with them, man.
Big Skeet bought the blocks down there too.
And
you know, we used to fuck with all them.
But when that loved one got shot and whatnot, is that what started the beef between the shotguns and the 111s?
That kind of did, Dooley, a little bit, because they thought that we had something to do with it.
Yeah.
We didn't have nothing to do with it.
That wasn't the 70s then, because
that was
be the 80s or something.
It was like
the first beef we ever had with the 111s was at a carnival. With Wild Man in there.
Okay.
They called my sister a bitch.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
that's the very first beef with 111s. Yeah, we was cool with them niggas was running around there with us. With that. It's sad now because they're not putting niggas on.
They was trying to trip on us.
They just walk on. You don't know where they coming from.
Yeah, man. The reason why we initiated niggas, it was a reason for that. To keep us so we'd have some camaraderie. Now, if you could just pull up on the then you don't know when the feds is coming.
Yeah.
The feds could pull up with a Pendleton in a nice car, and bam, guess what? I'm the new OTL.
They already here,
and that's been happening.
They already here.
They happened many times.
Pull up on
already here.
It's the big homie right now.
Yeah,
many times.
Okay, they already here.
So that's what you open up yourself for doing that. They're not doing time like we was doing when we was kids. They're not doing time like that. Right. They doing time when they 20 and 25. They come down with 10 years. They wait a minute. Put me in the booth then. I'm gonna go ahead and cut a CD. Okay, because ain't nobody used to doing no time. See, by the time we got to jail, we was already ready, man. We was doing as a kid. We was it wasn't to go to jail.
Wow.
Right? Put me in the booth. That's what they doing.
Like, nah, I can't do that, man. Come on, man. How can I help you?
Man.
Yeah. They didn't start doing time like that, you know. And we followed you guys.
It's a collective, man. We all
gotta be.
Shotgun, we started as a unit. All of us, man. We stopped by one of our other big homies house today, Big Smooch. We stopped by and hollered at him. We tried to get him down here, but he's in a wheelchair. He's so motherfucking old and fucked up, he can barely walk. Okay? Jesus still out there. Big Bo Sims, the other leader of the set, he's still living in Fontana. Okay? He just got his own business and shit. Tony Joint was going to come. He got his own business. But he tired, man. He want to do it with y'all. He going to do it on his own with y'all. That's Ed Quarles' buddy, man.
That's fine.
Hey, I love Crazy Earl.
I
come to the county.
More than welcome.
Crazy Earl made a motherfucker. Crazy Ed made a motherfucker get up out of his thing as soon as he saw me. Get out of here, Dooley's coming. Big Bam's brother was my next door neighbor. He dead now. Gary Sam.
Yeah.
That was my
man. Yeah.
Hoover in there.
Good dude, man.
Sam
Gary,
Ransom, man.
Hoover,
Sam, I've been knowing Sam, man, forever. Ever. Them was my homies too. I just saw Sam and Poopy spinning. Shout out to Sam too.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the
we man. It's different. And like you say, I've always said this thing should have evolved anyway. It should have evolved to something way greater than what it is.
Ain't great, because gangbanging ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
So we got to think of a collective way so we can have peace.
Yeah.
We're killing each other. If we're killing each other, we can't do nothing.
Evolve, man.
We can't do nothing. If we can't go over on the other side of the block and do our thing, then we're in trouble. Man.
It's all bad.
We limited ourselves. And we're making it bad for OG niggas that's out here doing something. I got some other little homies out there that I'm proud of. Like this dude right here, like Kilda, man. Niggas out there working. They doing the damn thing. They're not out there trying to be on the block to creep bullshit.
Too neat, man.
proud of the homies like that.
Too neat.
I got much love for them.
Yeah.
I got love
Real
for Lil
sweat.
Ghost out there, my little homie, Lil KC.
Yeah.
That's my nigga. He did 25 years. Nigga came out here, look what he doing. Got his own program.
Yeah, shout out to
Proud
the
of
homies.
dudes like that, but they did. But Lil Smoke, I know him since he was in a motherfucking baby bottle. Okay, them is men. They out here. They not on the block like that. Them is men. That's who I fuck with. Dudes like that.
There you go.
You know.
I can relate. Yeah.
I'm telling you, the ones that hung on the
Real
block
shit.
too long, shame on you.
Nah.
Okay, and then we got. They thought Tony and Stacey and y'all was gonna never get out.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't know that. I'm talking to dudes from Hoover. Who was them?
Yeah.
Nigga, these are niggas that started your neighborhood.
Legends, man.
Right.
Yeah. Fucking legends.
You can't walk the yard. There's some dudes that out here. When you walk the yard, it ain't gonna be like they said it is, man. It's monsters in the pen, man. I can't
Real
say that
creatures.
more. It's
Real
monsters in the
creatures.
pen. There's dudes that's run the pens and there's dudes that run the pen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, me, I was a predator on the street. I was a predator in the pen. Okay, nothing changed because we are who we are.
Yeah.
Okay, they locked me up in the pen room. Hold.
Yeah.
Get Reg out of here, man. They extorting dudes again. Get him out of here. Steve Good, man. He tell me, say, Dooley, go home. Quit robbing these dudes. He tell me and Rock, quit doing that, man. You guys go home. What do y'all do? Okay.
I just had that
because
story.
that's just who we were.
That's who we were. Stoney from Trey Hoover, man. Rest in peace, Stoney, man. We're gonna miss you, man. Like I was telling the people, man, the other night, man, the man got at me in 2010. He said, what the fuck you doing? Stop that shit, man. You want to die in this motherfucker? Right. Come on home, man. Just come on home. You know, ain't nothing in there for you.
And there's something greater for you out here. Look what you've been doing all this time, man. It's a great thing.
Great thing.
This
so
is
I'll never forget him for that, man. Right. Open my eyes up like that.
Yeah, because sometimes we don't want to listen. You know, because sometimes we don't want to listen to what motherfuckers say.
I got cool
you know
with it. I'm gonna be honest. I got comfortable.
Yeah, but see, everybody's gonna mind somebody. Even in my baddest crip day, when I was in Old Folsom, I came out, I was 19 years old. Couldn't nobody tell me nothing, so I thought. I'm sitting in the hole, and you know how they have cry period? I didn't know about that. I'm running my mouth all through what's called them. An old motherfucker told me, he said, hey, youngster, be quiet. No.
Trey folks, 7-Eleven, the Deuce and I. You have been, you will be under the bridge.
But we ain't gang banging, this is about education. We trying to educate our youth right now.
Nigga, hey. Said day is the best day. Skip walking across the floor in the best way. From Trey to the one way. It's a stump day. LA to the NY. Let this funk
you know, back in them days, it was love, loyalty, respect, and honesty,
that's my nigga Gumby right
Nowadays,
there from the
you know,
deuce, bitch.
ex-busters, hooks, and snitches put on pedestals and ventilators.
Say lows on that Hoover shit. HIP, Tony Moon, one of the hardest poets I ever heard connected with this star shit. Hey, baby Jap and Jap 5, quick to set it off on the mic in the shack live.
When the shit get real and feel to the wheel, and then you will see sitting up in that motherfucker, looking at that light center, that death center.
Then they run into the witness stand, telling on their own homeboys.
Hoover stomp all night like this. Hoover stomp
I know
like
somebody know how to start them ass motherfuckers looking for me.
Yeah. I'm a New York nigga in the Pacific Sun. I say West Side Hoover if you ask where I'm from. Providence, California runs, still infusing my lungs. All about my bread, I ain't leaving.
Understand the end game. What's your end game? What's your purpose?
Keep one in the head or I don't need a gun. I'm with Hawk on Hoover Street with a low ass drum. Hopping down Figueroa with a whole selling cunt.
You have
Grooving
been.
like this, come second to none. Grooving like Scone Young, grooving like Booker Bone. I'm bad to the bone.